Sudowrite made a pretty big change that changes a lot of what I covered in my full course on Sudowrite. So I want to make sure I make this video so you can see exactly what has changed, and I'll give you my thoughts on it and whether I think it is an improvement to Sudowrite's system or not. Sudowrite's been making a lot of headway recently, and so I've actually been pleasantly surprised by some of what they do. So let's get into it. All right, so this is the announcement here from Sudowrite. We are now moving into scenes instead of beats. So in the past, the way Sudowrite would work is you would create your scenes by listing a bunch of beats of what happens in those scenes. And to be frank, that worked really well during the time when AI wasn't really able to output more than a couple hundred words at once. And so feeding it like this is the 2 or 3 beats that you cover in this 400 word chunk, or even sometimes in like a 200 word chunk, and then moving on to the next beat and the next beat and the next beat, that kind of worked for an older system of AI. Nowadays, AI is capable of generating a lot more all at once, and doing it in that stuttered one beat at a time approach is not always the best approach, at least if you want a coherent scene or if you don't want to like edit it all yourself. Like I still go one step at a time because I like to have that fine-tuned control. And I also have a deeper understanding of what makes a good scene, but that's me. And I will agree that trying to do a whole chapter at once using a bunch of different beats, the way Sudowrite used to do it, where it would literally, they'd start and do 2 beats at once, and then they'd move on to the next 2 beats and the next 2 beats, and it would string all of those prompts together so it would happen all at once, ended up creating a really fragmented chapter. And so I think this is a good move for them, but let's get into their announcement a little bit and see what exactly this means. So we've greatly improved how Sudowrite writes chapters. It can now write better prose by following your directions more closely, maintaining your style better, and accepting extra instructions. So some bold claims here from Sudowrite. To enable these improvements beginning today, Sudowrite is transitioning away from beats in the chapter generator to use something more familiar and intuitive: scenes. Scenes simplify the process of breaking your chapter into logical narrative units so you can focus in on the action, the characters, and the heart of your story. And they also make sure you'll get the best prose possible out of Sudowrite. Again, another bold claim there. So why scenes? More familiar, more natural, and I actually agree with this. Scenes, a lot of people, especially when I talk about like, oh, you got to write your beats and all of this stuff, get confused by the term beats. And usually what I mean by the term beats is just a more detailed outline of your chapter, a really detailed outline, probably more detailed than most people would do if they were writing without AI. But that's like collectively everything that happens in the chapter. And a scene is definitely, people understand what a scene is a little bit better. Like what it says here, scenes let you structure your chapter by its natural shifts in location, time, or characters. This is usually what differentiates a scene. There's understanding where one scene ended and another scene begins can sometimes be a little tricky because sometimes they happen in the same chapter and there's no scene break. But usually if there is a shift in location, time, or characters, that's a good indication that you have entered a new scene. And so splitting it up in that way could be really helpful. Now, I personally write about 1 scene per chapter. Sometimes if they're really closely related, I'll keep more than 1 scene in a chapter, but I like to have 1 scene per chapter because that usually makes for shorter chapters, which means that the person reading the book feels like they're flying through the book as they're reading. I like to have multiple short chapters. All right, better prose. In our testing, scenes consistently generate clearer, more focused prose. You'll see fewer tangents and a smoother narrative flow. This new approach helps Sudowrite think more like a storyteller. And I could see why this is true based on what I know about prompting, and especially with newer models like Claude 3.7 Sonnet, which Sudowrite also has integrated already. Good on them for getting on that really quickly. That they do have a much better understanding of a scene as a whole. And so giving it instructions for a scene makes a lot more sense than trying to give it beats for part of that scene, because it's always, not clear where the beats should start and where they should end and how long should they be and all of that. Easier to format and fine tune. Scenes appear as a numbered list by default, so there's no guessing whether your outline is too short or too sprawling. Extra instructions for every scene. Got special requests for a scene's point of view, style, or pacing. Our new extra instructions field is the perfect place for these notes. They'll carry into the generation so that your draft matches your vision more closely. So this is great. I think this is a good way to go. Having extra instructions is definitely something you want for a lot of scenes, because like, what if the character is wearing something different than they usually wear? Or what if you're in a different POV from the main POV of the story? What if, you have a sort of tonal shift or something like that? You want it to be a little different, or even just the character's personality differs from scene to scene. So having that information in there is going to be really important to kind of make sure that scene feels differentiated from all of the other scenes with those same characters and so forth. Finally, scene validation and instant improvements. If your scenes span too many locations or skip vital characters, Sudowrite will gently nudge you, suggesting helpful fixes before you click generate. So if you're writing your own scenes into Sudowrite and it detects that maybe your scenes are too sprawling, too broad, or what have you, it will actually give you prompts to check that and to make sure that the scene works. So I'm going to skip this portion on how to use scenes because I'm essentially going to demonstrate this for you. But there are a couple of FAQs here that I want to make sure we cover. First of all, if you have projects in Sudowrite, those can be automatically converted into scenes. So you can take the ones that have beats in them already, and it will do something with those beats to make sure that they fit with the scenes. But it is letting us know that all of these things will be automatically converted by March 31st. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you want to go in and back up what you have right now, that might be a good idea. I've already gone and converted my beats into scenes, and I didn't really see any major changes that made me regret doing that. So I think there's really no problem doing that. But even if you are concerned about losing your data, it actually says right here that those beats are also saved in your scenes history section, though, so you can always recover the original beats as written. So you won't actually lose anything permanently. Can I write scenes manually without using AI to generate them? Absolutely. You can simply type your scenes into the new interface and skip the generate scenes step. You'll still benefit from the new scene validation. And for me personally, the way I like to write things, I think this is probably the way I would do it, mostly because I like to have that fine-tuned control over the story. And so I would definitely want to be talking about what happens in that scene and getting all the details in that I want to be there, because if I don't say them and I don't put them in there, they're not going to be there. Plus, I just trust myself a little bit better to understand the scene. Maybe at some point AI will pass me up on that, but I don't think so. Not in the near future. So let's actually go into Sudowrite and actually see what exactly this is going to look like. So first of all, if you've already built an outline in Sudowrite like you see here, this is for my unfinished novel Omnimancer that I started way back in the early days of AI, kind of abandoned because it was not really great, and I'm looking to rewrite it at some point in the near future. But I still have the outline from that original project here with quite a number of chapters, and so I thought I would just go through here and show you what this looks like. So first of all, one of the things you can do here in Sudowrite is, once you have a chapter, let's say with chapter 4, I can come over here and select create chapter 4 from the outline section. And once I do that, it will create a new document. So over here on the side, you'll see it says chapter 4. And now we have this section, which is where the scenes are built. Now, if you have been using the chapter generator before, this will look very familiar. It just says scenes instead of beats, but there is quite a bit of a difference, I understand, on the back end of what's happening. Even though this doesn't look quite different here. So if you have your own scenes, you can absolutely put those in there and write them out. Personally, I like to use dictation. I have a tool that I'll link to down below called Sudowrite, which I use to transcribe my dictations. Really makes the whole process a little bit simpler, but manages to keep it so that the scene remains mine and my story. So that's just an option there. And once you have that, you can absolutely just put those in here, and you would number the scenes with number, as it shows here. It has number 1, so that would be scene number 1. If you have another scene in this chapter, then you'd go down to number 2 and number 3, etc. I would say if you're getting to like 3 or 4 scenes in one chapter, that might be a little bit too much, so I would pull it back a bit probably and work from there. Usually, again, like I try to have no more than 2 scenes in one chapter, ideally more like 1. I'll sometimes add on a second if it's like a really short scene that we're just kind of breaking away for a moment to look at something else that's important for that chapter, and then we come back. But anyway, let's see what happens here if I just select generate scenes. So this will look at your chapter summary. that I have here, so I can generate the scenes. So the chapter summary says Nalinda and Elric begin meeting each other secretly, and Elric is growing more and more coherent, like he is becoming closer to being truly alive. Nalinda hardly notices that he's an undead servant now, but they have to be careful as this has never happened before where an undead appeared to have free will. During one meeting, they are discovered by Nixus, who is shocked at what she sees and immediately leaves to tell Master Caro. So there's definitely more than one scene here. Nalinda and Elric realize that they need to do something. Nalinda doesn't want Elric to leave, but neither knows what to do. They can't run, hide, or anything. All right, took a little bit of time there, but it did finally generate 2 scenes here. I'll not read through these exactly, but you can pause the video right here and just read through it if you want. It's interesting to me that it's actually writing part of this as if it's like the beginning of the scene almost. In a narrow, dimly lit alcove near the east wing of the academy, Nalinda stood close to a crumbling stone wall, her hand brushing over the rough surface as she waited for Elric. So I'm not sure exactly how well this is going to work, because it feels like this is like part of the text. I'm curious to know if that's a feature or a bug, but let's go ahead and generate this scene. So this is another thing that has changed. Well, first of all, actually, let's go to extra instructions. And I want to give it some extra instructions so we can demonstrate. So most of this novel is told from Nalinda's perspective in first person. So I'm going to say this scene is in the first person from Elric's perspective, and see if that does anything to modify it. I still have it down here listed as being in the first person past point of view from Nalinda's perspective. So I'm curious when it sees that conflict, what it's going to do there. I haven't tried this yet, so let's go ahead and hit generate. This is going to be using 3.7 Sonnet to generate, and you can see here it's saying estimating word count. So it's actually doing a slight analysis first, and it gave me an estimated word count of 3,000. This is interesting. So it says inconsistent POV, intended first person but written in third person. Maybe that's referring to the scenes here. That's interesting. So let's go ahead and fix the POV, and maybe, let's see, it might rewrite these. And interestingly enough, yeah, it did rewrite the scene here, or at least I don't know if this is the start of the scene or what, but it rewrote this section to be from first person from Elric's perspective. So that was very interesting, the fact that it was able to just do that automatically. So now we can generate this again. It'll run it through the check again. So once again, we have an estimated word count of 3,000. Great job. The scenes are clear, detailed, and well structured, making them easy to work with. And that sounds good. So let's go ahead and hit go. And this will actually generate the scenes. This takes a little while. All right, so it finished writing. The estimate was a little off. It estimated 3,000 words, and I got 3,700, so almost 4,000. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though, but keep in mind that the more words you use, the more credits you're going to be using up inside of Sudowrite, so that's just something to keep in mind. And here we go. I found the cracks in the ancient stone as I wait, my fingertips tracing invisible patterns on the cold wall. Shadows from the, let's see, is this the, so this is not the exact same text that we see here. Interesting. It did get the POV correct, so this is in Ulrich's perspective in first person. Okay, so it does have elements of that scene. Stay with me a moment longer. That's something that was mentioned in the scene description. It did get some details wrong here, like this section, you're taking an enormous risk, Elric. My father knew I was meeting with someone from the rebellion. He doesn't know, I say with more confidence than I feel, and he won't unless you tell him. So this is not accurate, that he's not part of any rebellion. So it doesn't seem to have a full understanding of everything that goes on here. This is why I like to have fine-tune control and write a section at a time, especially using Sudowrite's Muse model, which is fantastic. So this is not perfect, but the prose is actually pretty good. It's using 3.7 Sonnet, so I wouldn't expect anything less. And what's really impressive is just how it's able to create these scenes all together. And I think if you were to give it more details, particularly if you were to write these scenes yourself, I'm not sure I really trust the automatic generation here to write these scenes well. So I would probably write these myself, at least for now, until they can get that really working. Because this, I can't really see, just looking at this, I can't really see how it's going to get a full scene from this one paragraph, because it's written as if it's part of the scene, and it doesn't actually give the full details of what happens in the scene. So I think it would be a great idea to just write these yourself. But yeah, I think this is definitely a good step in the right direction, and definitely better than what they had before with the beats. And again, that wasn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just the way beats beats, like it's the way it needed to work with old AI models. But now AI models are a lot smarter. They're a lot better at producing prose. And so I think having something like this is definitely a better way of doing things. So those are my thoughts here on Sudowrite's new scenes feature. I hope this was useful for you. Let me know down in the comments. And there is a link to Sudowrite down below. It's an affiliate link, so I do benefit on this channel from a little bit of that. As always, I don't recommend any tools that I wouldn't personally use myself, and I do actually actively use Sudowrite at the moment. I've been using it more and more lately, so you can go down and get it if you're interested in that. I'll have more news soon about the new Muse model, which is finally coming out of beta in the very near future as I'm recording this. Might actually be out already by the time you see this video. So I'll do another video about that, comparing the prose to other models. I'm particularly interested in knowing how it compares to 3.7 Sonnet. So look forward to that video very soon, and I will see you there.